guys, how you doing? Minasan konnichiwa, my name is Cisa. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Rizzo Season 2 Part 2, Episode 12. This is the final episode of this season and also of the entire show for now. I have read that there's a Season 3 coming. I only don't know when that's gonna come out and if I'm gonna react to it yet. I'll explain it later at the end of this video. But for now I want to focus on this episode and I'm still really excited and curious, how they're gonna wrap up this whole season. Like, we've already had a lot of action, a lot of conflict, but we're slowly starting to wrap up everything. We already dealt with Elsa in the previous episode. Subaru managed to convince Betty to choose him over her contract, the whole promise that led to nowhere, and he managed to get her out of the mansion. So that was like the main achievement in the previous episode, and let's just see how things are gonna conclude. So without further ado, let's hop right into the episode. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. All those small red dots, those are all the eyes of the bunnies, right? Ah! Perfect handicap. I mean, really though? Alright, let's go. All the bunnies are coming. Ooh. What should I do? Alright. Nice. This is their teamwork. They're gonna split. Oh. Minha. There's no limit, but there is no. There's an upper limit? Okay. Alright, focusing. What is he doing? He's just carrying Betty like this. How can she even hear him in that snowstorm in the hazard? Okay, they just created a whole box. They're both so crazy. I mean, Betty and Emilia. The little smirk. Ah! Damn, they're just letting them kill each other. It's like that experiment, right? Like what would happen if you put a lot of mice in one box? They would eventually start going crazy and kill each other. Something like that. There's like a famous experiment like that. Or what would happen if you put a lot of scorpions in a jar? I don't know how I come with all that knowledge. I think it's like I've also seen that in anime probably at some point. I'm also gonna be okay. Wow. And Roswell's actually crying. All the sparkles. Okay, but this is the end, right? It's all over. Okay. It's Echidna's real body, right? Nope. Yeah. Now I also understand why Subaru didn't even lie about being that person. He could have said like, "Yeah, I am that person," and then Betty would just go for him and choose Subaru. You know, instead Subaru took the harder path and said like, I'm not that person, but I still want you to choose me." Yeah. Wait, now what's the that question? Soul transcription. Right, I'm confused. She didn't know that Roswell that's standing here was the Roswell that she knew from back then. A shoe slap. Nice. All these flashbacks. Yeah. Okay, so he's kinda turned back to his old self. Yeah, it looks like they've all found peace, which is good. Have they been making snow sculptures? Yeah, Puck also did a lot. I was happy to see Puck again, getting into all the action. What's she gonna say? Daijobi? Okay. Starting the love talk. Now he's blushing too. What? Pardon? Exactly? What? Who? How? Wait a second. But why does she think she has a baby? Oh, so pure. She's so pure. Oh my god. Did Puck tell her that? Oh my god. Nice one. Oh, he's letting everyone punch you. Even Otto. Even she wants to slap him in the face just once. Okay, we're focusing back on the royal selection. Oh, we also have Ram in the background. Yeah, I understand Garfield as well. Yeah, he's talking like a businessman, you know? Oh, why is he stripping? Oh. An oath. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Okay. Same thing would just happen to you. Right. She's so cute. Bachan. He's only so nice towards his, yeah, like, Ryuzu, the Ryuzus, Shima, Meyer. Not sure who they're all, what they're all called again. Mm. But I don't want to be stubborn. Emilia hasn't said anything yet. You're all being very weird. Mm. That's definitely true. Yeah. Alright, so what's next? What's next? Are we gonna focus on the royal selection again? Everyone's dressed up fancy. Yeah, it's a new character. Okay. Okay. This is some big words. Ceremony of the conferment of knighthood. Oh, so they're gonna officially make Subaru a knight. You win. Just for today. Oh. Oh, and on my father and mother. The little callback. No. That was sweet. I like that he thought of his parents as well for a moment. Okay, so now they have a little feast. I mean, I feel like they're more on a rival base, right? Roosevelt and Subaru are more like rivals, I would say. Another promise. Okay. That's true. I was thinking of that moment where Subaru broke the promise. And to Emilia, promises are really important, right? But why did they have to make it in the promise? They could also just ask, like, shall we just have a talk? Or is it really about something serious? After all this time? Damn. I thought they already went through this conversation. Or already 10 of these kind of conversations. Otto, completely drunk. But they all still don't know who Rem is. That's so sad. And now they have the dancing scene. Oh, what's this music? I've never heard this song before, I think. Oh man. Okay, so that's the end of the season. I'm done. I'm done with the show for now. I'm just processing all of the events that had happened in this episode and in previous episodes. Just like everything that has happened this entire season. I'm just trying to process it all to form my thoughts, I would say. If I'm being honest though, I wish they would have showed us more. Like something that would lead us more to the next chapter. Like they haven't shown us anything, like anything regarding the royal selection. I don't know, maybe it wasn't really necessary though. But still, I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to see a bit more in this episode. For now, they just wrapped up this season all nicely. Everyone all happy They made Roswaal apologize for his deeds. They were discussing about what to do with him, whether to let him in the group again. Now, Roswaal, he's turning a new leaf. He has seen that he was wrong about a lot of things, and he's kind of turned back to the way he used to be. And that's something that Betty also saw. Betty was like, "Are you Roswaal?" And I thought that question was really interesting because, like, you've been living in the same mansion for all these years. How come you don't know who he is? But I'm guessing that she meant like Roswaal from the past, instead of the Roswaal who was so focused on his whole mission, his whole wish, what was written in the Tombs of Wisdom, that he's kind of lost his ways, that he has become all crazy. But that has all changed ever since this whole arc, I would say. The whole battle. And Rom also played a big role in that as well. Subaru also. But Roswaal has become a whole new person again, which is cool. So yeah, that was episode 12 of ReZero Season 2, episode 2. The episode went kind of as I expected. Like, we started off with the final battle against the bunnies. Betty, Subaru, and Emilia took care of the bunnies, and to be honest, it was a lot faster than I thought, like the way they dealt with the bunnies. Obviously, when they have Betty and Emilia, like, they're both superpowers, so obviously it was gonna be quite easy to deal with the bunnies, and they eventually just put them in the box and let the bunnies kill each other, which was crazy. So yeah, that means that we've dealt with, I think now 2 out of the 3 grand beasts. I forgot what they were called, but we had the whale that we already dealt with. There were the bunnies that we also now dealt with, and then there's still one left, the serpent. Like, the serpent is still out there. Maybe that's something that will come back in season 3. But yeah, for now we already dealt with 2 out of the 3 beasts, which is a big achievement. And the rest of the episode was actually very, very slow paced. We just covered the aftermath of the battle, the big focus on Roswaal, like his apology, the others discussing about whether to take him back in or not. And Garfield is actually the one who played a big role in that. And I really understood his arguments, you know. His arguments are a lot more logical, rational. It made sense. While the others were a lot more positive and forgiving, I would say. Like, Frederica even said, yeah, I put us in danger, but we're still alive, right? And I've learned a lot from him in the past 10 years. And Garfield's like, yeah, but that doesn't take away the fact that he still put us all in danger and almost killed us all, you know? So I understood both sides. I would probably stand more on Garfield's side in that case, you know, but Roswaal, he showed his resolve by showing that oath, the marks on his chest. So if he were to hurt them again, like, he would just burn in hell, basically. That's what it came down to. And in the rest of the episode, we also had Emilia officially making Subaru her knight. It's now official. And then they had a little banquet, a little party to celebrate it all. And it was just all peaceful, you know. It was just nothing special, actually. I was just watching and I was just enjoying it, I guess. But it was, like I said, just nothing crazy, nothing super special. So that's why I maybe thought that I would have liked a bit more. You know, maybe something that would also give hints about what next season would be like. But like, this season already came out years ago, so back then they would probably still have no clue about season 3 coming or what to show in season 3. So they just wanted to tie like as many loose ends as possible and just end the season logically, I would say. But that's the thing, right? Like, we started this whole show with the witch's cult, the royal selection. There were already many things that we were dealing with, but we got sidetracked so much with the whole sanctuary, with the trials, all these backstories, the character developments, that I feel like we still haven't gone back to the main story, if you know what I mean. Like, I understand that the events in this season were very important. Like, the character developments were definitely necessary, especially from Emilia, like her confrontation with her past, for example, or Roswell's confrontation with his past. Like, the way that they're now facing forward, I think that's gonna play a big role in the upcoming events, and it will definitely contribute to the royal selection, for example, or the fight against the witch's cult. But I think it was mostly the time that we spent on all of these events in this season that I didn't really like, probably. Like, I felt like some events were just dragged out for so long or just repeated way too often. So at some point I just started to lose my interest and excitement in watching the show, which is unfortunate because I really, really enjoyed season 1. It has a lot more action packed, it had a lot more plot twists, but this season was just so straightforward, sometimes a bit cliche, I would say. There were a lot of discussions, a lot of dialogues that were dragged on for so long, and then still leading to the conclusion that you would expect. You know what I mean? Like, it barely gave me, at least, any moments where I was really feeling and wondering, like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? You know, because it was all just so predictable. Like, in the past, we would always have Subaru doing these unpredictable things that would also involve Subaru reliving certain moments where he would die and just wake up at one point. But at some point we have already established that Subaru was not gonna do that anymore, because it could possibly upset all of the people who are living in the other realities that could possibly exist. And Subaru was gonna take much better care of himself and not use the curse that he's carrying. But that already took away, like, the big part of the premise of this show, what made the show so interesting. So now we were basically more focusing on the relationship between certain characters, contracts, themes like love. It was just a lot more predictable, a lot less interesting to me personally. So that's also, like, some of the reasons why I didn't enjoy this season as much as I would have wanted, you know. So especially towards the end, I kind of lost the motivation to continue the show. But I already had come so far, you know. I already watched so much that I was like, okay, I might as well just finish it, you know, see how it all ends. And at some point I felt like it was going back up again, but now the way that they concluded everything, I was like, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Like, I don't want to become too negative, you know, because the show still had some really cool, really enjoyable and funny moments, but it didn't outweigh the moments where I was just watching and it didn't do much to me personally. And it could just be my personal taste, because I can see why the show's so popular, but this, like, typical romance isekai genres probably just not for me. I still give it a try sometimes, like Konosuba, for example. I also reacted to that. Now with ReZero, Bunny Girl Senpai, like, I sometimes just give those shows a shot as well. But that doesn't take away that, like, ultimately it's not my type of show. Like, if it's well received by the public, if it has a high rating, I still will give it a try and see why the show is so well received, you know. But that doesn't mean that I will always enjoy it as much as I do with other shows. But I still want to keep my mind open for all kinds of shows, which is also why I started ReZero. But I think this is gonna be it for me for now. Like, I know that there's a season 3 coming, but there's still so many other shows that I want to check out as well. So it's probably not gonna be high on my list. So the chances of me reacting to the next season it's probably not very high, or at least not very soon, I would say. So yeah, with that, we're slowly nearing the end of my ReZero journey. It was a long journey, to be honest. Like, it's even like one of the first shows that I've started on my channel, I think. And I've already been reacting to the show for years, so it kind of feels weird that it's ending. But at the same time, I'm also really happy that it's ending for me and I can finally start something new again. So those are my honest opinions. I'm sorry that it's not all positive. I want to keep my channel as honest as possible. Just give my real reactions and reviews. And, you know, everyone has their own personal taste. And these are just coming from my own personal preferences. So I hope you all understand and don't attack me in the comments. But I hope you still enjoyed my reactions to the show. And I'm thanking for you guys joining me on this journey as well. So yeah, thank you all for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you can see my other reaction videos or are curious about what I'm gonna react to next, please feel free to check out my channel and subscribe. And I hope to see you all again in other reaction videos. So thank you once again and see you next time. Bye bye.